This is a re-upload of the original video on my main channel because I'm continuing the series over here. Enjoy. Let me guess, you don't live somewhere that you would consider exciting. You know, teeming with opportunities for your dream career, just bursting at the seams with friends and like-minded people, chock full of activities that align with your exact interests. Most of us don't, at least not all the time. And right now, nor do I. So how can we make the most of where we are, even though it's not where we dream of being, or even where we would ideally like to be for that matter? This is something I'm learning the hard way, and in this video I'm showing you how I'm rewiring my brain, my life, and finding meaning even when life seems unremarkable. See, I've just moved with my boyfriend to a sleepy, quiet village in the middle of the countryside that by all accounts has absolutely nothing going for me. This was not my preference. This town does not excite me. There's not many people my age here, and there are very little career growth opportunities here for my line of work. But I am determined to find value in the 12 months that we'll be spending here. Because if you've got big dreams, then you must reach out and make the most of your surroundings, no matter how unremarkable they seem at first glance. There is always something to be learned. So at the very beginning of my journey, I had 6 main areas that I wanted to focus on. I've written them out so that we can keep track of what we're doing. In no particular order, we have engage in my community, reach out of the bubble that is my home, do something that makes me feel a part of the town and the place that I live. Next, I have make friends. This is another thing I struggle with a lot. While I'm here, I am so determined to at least make one friend, like a friend that I can call up and have a good old chinwag with. That is my goal. Improve my health and look after my body. I've kind of let my fitness slide, so I'd like to get back on top of that. Look after the precious vessel that is my body because it carries my soul. Improve my surroundings. The way I look after my home and the way I decorate it has a massive impact on how I feel and how I function and how I work. Do something to help others. I feel so ashamed that I have become quite an individualist over the years. I do feel like I've become quite self-absorbed. I know I have a good heart, but I think I very easily go into myself. And finally, we have take actionable career building steps. YouTube is very unreliable, so while I have 12 months of living here, I want to work on expanding my skills so that new doors can open in the future. So this is my master plan. The number one thing that I know would improve my well-being and general happiness tenfold is community, connection, friendship, and social life. And this just happens to be the one thing that I'm worst at. I'm a hermit. I'm avoidant. I'm a homebody. I love my own company. I don't reach out much. I don't really call my friends. I don't even see them that much. I've become an individualist who is stuck in their own comfortable little bubble. But I'm also aware that my soul is none of those things. I've just become that way out of habits developed over many years due to lack of social practice and also some circumstantial reasons. For instance, working from home alone for the past 5 years, going through the pandemic straight after the most formative years of my life at university, and the ever-growing presence of social media giving a false sense of connection for us all. And I know I'm not the only one who is going through this kind of new age loneliness, but one thing I know is that it's possible to change this. It just takes pushing out of your comfort zone enough times for it to become normal. So rather than succumbing to the confines of my home, which would be so easy to do, I'm pushing myself. And I made a start by seeing what was actually going on in my town. And to my surprise, for such a small town, they had so many clubs and societies that regularly meet up. So first I turned up to a ladies group, the demographic of which was a couple generations ahead of me. Nothing wrong with that. It was nice to chat to some older women. It looked like most of the clubs and societies weren't really of my generation or age group, but we'll come back to that. In the meantime, I decided to get on Bumble because it's worked for me in the past. And although there there weren't any Bumble users in my town because it's so small, I did connect with a girl about a 30-minute drive away. So we actually met up. I don't have footage of the first time we met, so please enjoy this reenactment. So we met up and we chatted for 2 hours straight, and it was really, really nice and refreshing to actually talk to another female who I had a few things in common with, talk about womanhood, talk about things we've struggled with, and it just felt like I really needed that. And it was through her that I found out about a volunteering opportunity for a girl guiding club, which is basically like Girl Scouts. So as part of my goal to do something to help within the community, I decided to get in touch about volunteering. Okay, so I have volunteered to do girl guiding. I literally emailed them about 2 days ago, and I've already set up a meeting tonight in like less than 2 hours. So I am just putting a little bit of a face together. I'm gonna get dressed and head down there. I'm just about to leave. I've got that like reluctant feeling in me that just doesn't want to go. That part of me that just wants to stay at home, like home is safe, home is warm, I can do what I want here. There's something kind of scary about going outside somewhere that I don't know to meet a load of people I don't know, and it's like dark outside. It's like an uncomfortable thing to do, but I'm forcing myself through it. Oh sugar, I've got 10 minutes. Finished, I'm out. It was pretty manic. It was totally not what I thought it'd be. I didn't really enjoy it that much. At least we did it. Feels so nice coming home after being somewhere that you kind of don't want to be. Towards the end there, I was just really wanting to go home. It was kind of run kind of hectically, and it wasn't totally clear what I would be doing, would be happening, or how I would be engaging. Just didn't really understand what was going on. I wasn't really told like what we would be doing or how to get involved, so it was very awkward. It kind of felt like being at school. I felt so uncomfortable pretty much the whole time. It took like a lot in me to try to manage myself and just try and fit in, but yeah, it was not for me. It was just chaos. Just have to quickly capture something I just realised. I remembered the dream I had last night. In the dream, I was in a school gymnasium. We were playing like a game, but I was getting frustrated because I joined the game late and I didn't quite understand the rules. I was trying to participate, but I didn't quite understand what was going on. I was like dead in the game first, so I had to like stand by the side. And I just remember being really frustrated in this game in a school gymnasium. Very specific, right? That whole experience I just had with the girl guiding volunteering was in a gymnasium, a school gymnasium. We were like sort of playing games and things, and I felt really out of place. I was like standing on the sidelines, and I just remembered that my dream foreshadowed today. How weird is that? I did not end up going back to volunteer. I feel a bit bad, but I genuinely didn't feel particularly welcomed and I did not enjoy it. But I'm glad that I tried it and that I did something uncomfortable. Moving on to something more positive, I did manage to join the gym. So normally at the gym, I would stick to a very solo approach of strength training and weights. You know, I have my headphones on, I don't make eye contact with anyone, I don't really talk to anyone. But I decided for once that I was going to dabble in some classes, which is a much more communal activity. And although again the age demographic were all a generation or two older than me, it's still been nice to do something as a group for a change. I've just done an aerobics class and it was hard. I was just like, oh, I want this to end, but I feel good. I feel like the blood is moving through my body. Through the ladies group, I found out about a lady called Doris who had a pet pig and she needed some help collecting supplies. I am on my way to a lady called Doris who I'm going to give my old duvet to because she has a pet pig. Her pet pig Nelly really needs duvets for the winter and like as her bedding. I've also collected loads of egg boxes for her because she has chickens and needs egg boxes. Trying to get involved in the community. I also got some white milk bottle tops for charity. Apparently they're collecting them in their ladies group every week. And I've also got some old towels in case she needs them for Nelly. So off I go to meet Doris and her pig Nelly. Oh, hello Nelly. Oh my goodness.
See, all the bedding, that's already all ripped up.
Yeah, how often does she get through them?
2 weeks.
Oh, really?
I've got one indoors because she comes in.
I know.
You alright, matey? She's cold. She normally comes in
Yeah.
about 1-ish, 2 o'clock.
So does she come out at all?
Couldn't let her run around with you here. She'll have a go at you.
Oh, really? She
And
does look
she's
quite scary.
She's got very big fangs. Hello, darling.
Hi! How old is she?
She's coming up for 9.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
Thinks more of me than she does of my husband.
Oh, I don't suppose you'd have any use for towels, like old towels? Because I've got some in case she needed them.
Oh yeah,
but
if you and anything, pillows.
I've got 2 old towels in my car, and I also heard that the ladies group were collecting bottle top.
We've got a meeting Monday.
Okay.
I can take them there, but if you want to take them, it's up to you.
I'm actually going to go to the social club this evening because they've got like a social club where they do board games and things.
Oh yes.
I'm going for the first time and I'm a bit nervous, but hopefully it'll be okay.
There's some really nice ones, and they just started a Scrabble club. Not really a Scrabble club.
No, it's lovely, and you've got a view of the garden and the animals. Are you sure you don't want to introduce yourself?
No!
No? Okay.
I've got a very good hair today.
Oh, that's all right.
It's sticking up.
Oh, it's fine. At least you got all your hair. I'm at a red light, so I just thought I'd quickly vlog because I know this is a long red light. Oh my god, that was the cutest experience. That was so cute. I didn't expect them to invite me in for a cup of tea. And like we had a really long chat with her and her husband, Roger. They were called Roger and Doris. And they had like a farm, they had a beautiful house. She was from Germany. We were just talking about her travels and like my travel plans, and we talked about all kinds of things. Her husband even helped pump up my tyre because I pulled in and one of my tyres was really low. So he was like, you got a flat tyre, I'm going to help you pump it up. So he pumped up my tyre. So it was great, win-win scenario. I've gotten rid of the duvet, the towels, the egg boxes. It's actually uplifted my spirits. I just get so lonely and such cabin fever working from home, being alone, not knowing anyone around here. I did find one club that seemed to have a bit more age variety, and this was the town social club. I just got home from attending social club in my local village and it was really fun. It was actually really sweet. Everyone was really easygoing, easy to get on with. It was a laugh. We just sat and played board games, and I even won one of the board games. I won Kraken, and it was really nice to actually sit with just people, various ages, and just like drink tea, play a board game and laugh and just like banter and chat. Felt very welcome, and I definitely want to go back. I think going to that on a regular basis would actually really improve my mental health. I've had a very good mental health day. I think sometimes I need to remind myself when I actually have a good day, and I'm like, do you know what? Today was a good day. I'm on my way to the social club for the second time. The next week we did painting and drawing, and it was really just sweet and pleasant. Everyone was really friendly, it was a good laugh, it was just really positive vibes, and I felt really uplifted every time I got home. So I kept going, and I even brought Lewis along. They also do a pub night once a month, and they do quiz nights, cafe meets, walks in the countryside. They do all kinds of things, and it's open to literally anyone in the village. Genuinely, one of the most wholesome things I've done. So I'd highly recommend seeking out if your local village does one or not. And even if it doesn't seem like there's something for your age group, you can even create your own and start your own club for whatever you're interested in, for whatever age group you're in. I only just decided while editing this that I'm actually going to make this into a series. So each episode will kind of be like a vlog and what I've done in accordance to my goals and rewiring my brain and my life.
They show that if the tourism tax is brought in, 730 Welsh jobs would be lost.
I have just booked myself a dance class I'm actually really excited about. We're going to be learning the Dua Lipa Houdini choreography all in one lesson apparently. When we moved here, I wanted to practice my dance and movement a little bit more, especially because I might want to go back into burlesque. I was looking for dance classes, couldn't find any. Then I met this lovely girl on Bumble and she was like, I'm going to this dance class, do you want to come? It just goes to show that sometimes you have to like get out and meet people in order for other opportunities to come up. She also invited
invited me to a painting class, which was really cute. I couldn't actually go to that one. So we met up again last week. We went out for a drink and we just chatted. We shared all our ideas about things we've been thinking about. So far, I feel like I am getting out there and engaging with the world around me and with my town and with my surroundings, and I'm very proud of myself. I just got to keep it up. I am really excited for this dance class. I just finished the dance class and I really hated it. I really didn't enjoy it. It was not going in my brain. All the other people had the choreography and I just kept messing it up. And I had like PTSD to back when I was at college and I studied dance, and I always felt really like alienated from the other girls, and I always felt like I was always left out a bit. And yeah, I had a few bad experiences and it just kind of like brought back horrible, like, it's making me emotional because I feel like there's like a teenage version of myself like still hasn't healed. Oh, sorry about that. But that was really hard, like emotionally. I don't know why. I'm like a grown-ass woman. I'm so confident normally, but for some reason that dance class just, I did not feel confident at all, and I didn't like feel like I fit in at all. I did not expect that would make me feel this way. I thought it was going to be really fun. I thought I would get the hang of it. Girl, sometimes things just don't go your way. I just had a job interview for a job that would be really good for me, and it sounds like I got it. I don't want to speak too soon, but we were literally talking about like the logistics of it all. It's like content creation for an events company. This sounds so fun. If I like really just like take it if I just take it by the horns and just like really embrace it and do the best I can, this could be really good. So as well as trying to find a job to earn more money, I was also trying to use this opportunity to find a part-time job that I can actually expand my skills outside of YouTube. If this job goes ahead next month, it will be a really good opportunity for me to learn skills in presenting and interviewing. And this brings me to something I wanted to talk about in this video. When you're in an unexciting era of your life, I think it's actually a really good time to put your head down and add value to yourself. Learning a new skill or taking a course. This is not a Skillshare advert, I wish it was. Maybe taking up a hobby or starting a project, working on a business idea, or just creating something. I like to think of it as the winter season where you're kind of going underground, you're planting the seeds and you're nourishing and nurturing these skills and traits and things you want to develop about yourself so that they can flourish when things start to get more active and exciting in your life. Life is literally just dips and peaks and dips and peaks. And I think if we learn how to ride the dip and actually take as much out of it as we can, I think it makes the peaks a lot more fruitful, fulfilling, more opportunities, and probably just more fun. I've also been hearing the phrase winter arc, which is the period between October, November, December, where you start practicing what your New Year's resolutions will be so that you have a head start come January. Now, obviously it's February now, so that has been and gone, but it's the same sort of premise. Use the boring times in your life to knuckle down and you will thank yourself. So for me, this meant finally booking a photo shoot, which I've been meaning to do for years. I very nearly postponed it. I was having a meltdown that morning. I was crying, I was stressed, I put so much pressure on myself for things to be perfect, but the actual photo shoot itself was absolutely fine. And I thought, why don't I do this more often? It's like so against the grain for me. So this is another one of those things that is going outside of my comfort zone. I also updated my LinkedIn profile, and I'm just working on my professional presence and my professional image online. So I'm currently putting together a professional media CV that I can give to talent agencies. I'm making a media profile and I'm going back through all my old university days. I am literally just tearing up and crying because seeing actually how much I achieved is crazy. Like, that was such a happy time. I had such big dreams and everything was looking so positive. I was just so happy back then, and then obviously shit hit the fan and everything went downhill for the next like 3 years after that. Looking back at this time and these photos, I am so proud of myself for everything I achieved. I was in a short film that won an award. I got the lead role in one of our final showcases. Like, I got representation. Like, it was just a mad time. I got a first class degree. It was just madness. I flew to Italy and France to perform. What on earth? Don't feel like I've really understood how much I achieved. I was in all these short films. I haven't put the pictures in yet. It's been taking ages to like find the photos, going back through my old phones, my old laptops, old hard drives, trying to find these like photos and things to put on this media CV. I'm literally looking back at a time that I was truly so happy. I kind of feel sad that the following like 3 or 4 years were really hard. Like, I struggled a lot mentally and internally, but I feel like I'm ready to flourish again. When we decided to move here, one of my biggest worries was that I'd be very isolated and alone. I have no family or friends close by. I have no colleagues. I work completely solo from home. Lewis often works overtime and on weekends, so I am alone a lot of the time. But if angels exist, maybe there's one looking out for me because I keep getting a visitor. One of the craziest things about my life is that no matter where I go, a cat will always find me. This is the neighbour's cat. His name is Percy. He has come in pretty much every day around the morning, and he comes as well in the evening, and he just kind of chills. I have found throughout my life that cats just come into my life all the time. I've just had more kind of black and white cats coming into my life. Don't know why, but the past like couple months I've had 2 black and white cats come into my life that remind me a lot of Colin. I know, probably just coincidence, you know, you're more likely to notice these things. I like to believe there's something to it, and I think that my soul and my spirit is like somehow connected to it. Literally since I was a child, and we didn't have a cat until I was about 9, but like even before that, cats just sort of were popping up a lot in my life. The day I moved here, I was approached by a white cat, which is the other neighbour's cat, and he just like came straight up to me, no hesitation. It was saying hello. My mum calls me the cat whisperer. I've also had a very crazy sleep paralysis episode. Usually sleep paralysis is really negative and scary, but this one experience I had was just so like profound and beautiful, and it involved a cat. So yes, I was visited by some kind of cat spirit, cat angel, I don't know. So since then I've always felt a special connection to cats. They always just arrive in my life. Oh yes, hello. Guess what just came in the post? Finally, I have like a professional mic holder. I've just ordered the clip-on wireless mics as well. So I'm starting my little interviewer / presenter journey. I'm super excited. Very professional now with my little microphone. If you wondered how these things actually work, you get the little wireless mics and you clip it on, and this is basically just a handle. So it was very inexpensive. Someone just knocked on the door. Hello.
Oh, sorry, it's only a quick one. I just wondered if you thought about doing something you can search the roof.
With the what?
I just wondered if you thought about doing something you can search the roof.
With the what?
You can service your roof.
Oh, we are only renting for a year, but thank you anyway.
Cheers. Bye.
Thanks, bye. I'm going to meet a new friend this evening. I met another girl on Bumble. Lives like 10 minutes away, so we're going to have a little drink at a pub and just like get to know each other. So I'm really hoping that we will get on well. So I've now met 2 friends on Bumble. Hopefully I can keep these friendships going, making waves in my friendship and my social life. I don't normally film when I first meet people, so you'll have to bear with me with the lack of footage, but I'm aiming to share more of my social endeavours in future episodes. Oh my god, I just got the sweetest comment on on my latest moving in vlog on my second channel. I'm not sure what your name is. Your username is kind of hard to pronounce, but thank you so much. It's people like this that keep me doing YouTube. I'm on my way to the gym today and I'm actually going to be filming in the gym. You probably wouldn't think that this would be part of my journey because I'm a YouTuber. I have vlogged in public in the past, but because I primarily make videos from home, actually taking my camera out in public and filming myself doing things is something that gives me a lot of anxiety. And I've been doing YouTube for like a good 8 years now. It seems so silly that this should worry me, but it does. So this is going to be part of my journey of courage. We're doing it, so let's go. Freaking camera died. I'm currently the only person in the gym because I'm gonna be doing it on my phone. I did it. My camera was on charge all morning. It must have not been plugged in properly because I got in like one bit of footage and it died. I used my phone, which wasn't ideal, but I still got to film like all of my workouts. It was still nerve-wracking even though there wasn't many people there. So I feel like maybe I just need to do it more often. Maybe I'll just get used to it, or maybe I just need to care less. I am working on this new technique. As soon as I start worrying about it, I go, oh, I could just not care. Like, or I could just be not bothered about it. I kind of relax a little bit and then I just try to not care. I'm gonna go home now. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I got a postcard. Greetings from New York from Kira and Bryn. We're looking forward to seeing you in 2025 and getting into lots of trouble together. Oh, that is so special. Check it out. I don't know if anyone remembers if you watched my America series where I did like 6 weeks on a ranch. Low-key, really proud of that series. It didn't get many views, but I loved that series. So I met Kira and Bryn and they were amazing. We got on so well and I've wanted to go back and visit them so much. I was meant to last year. I had some things in my personal life which meant I couldn't go, but this year I'm determined to go and see my friends. This is actually the second postcard I've got from them. I sent one a couple months ago and we were just like exchanging postcards. So this is so cute. I have a friend who sends me postcards. So special. Just walked in the door and look who's here making himself comfortable. It's Percy. Hi darling. Yes, hello sweetheart. Percy, our neighbour's cat, has started a little routine of coming to visit me every single morning, and then he goes off and then he comes back around the afternoon. I don't know if anyone saw my Instagram story, but he would linger outside our house when we moved in, and once when I opened the door he just came in, and so I decided to teach him how to use the cat flap because I thought at least then I can let him in and he can let himself out rather than me having to like open the door for him. He now comes in every day and it's been like 3 weeks now. We have let the neighbours know and they're completely fine with it. We don't feed him, we just sometimes give him a little cat treat. He gives me little kisses. It's so cute. He like headbutts me right in my face, but like I always just give him a kiss. You're so cute. Mwah. He's so affectionate. Sweet little thing. So today I'm going to meet up with my friend who I met on Bumble. We've met up a few times now already and I haven't seen her in a little while, so we're gonna go to her house and hang out. I'm with Talad. Hi guys. She's showing me ChatGPT for the first time and I'm scared.
I can't believe it's the first time that you're using ChatGPT because I've been using it for years.
She told me to use it last time we met and I still haven't used it, but we just asked it basically to make make like a description for a YouTube video.
This is the trick.
Make it undetectable by AI. I am shooketh.
You can say, I'm Isabella, demarko. Then he's gonna check how you're speaking. So then he's gonna look a bit like
that's
you.
scary. Can you give me a viral hair care video idea? Oh, no, we can't. It's told me exactly what to say in the video.
You can't literally rely on ChatGPT for everything because people know that it's not you. Obviously, you still have to add your personality and everything. But at least to get content ideas, for example.